What's going on, everybody? This your boy Rio. Happy Wednesday, Wet and Wild Wednesday, Wet Wednesday, whatever you do on this hill, Wild Out Wednesday. But today we gonna touch on the GOAT debate, the dreaded GOAT debate. Since we right on the beginning of the NBA playoffs and everything, so obviously me growing up in the '80s, being an '80s baby, MJ gonna always be the GOAT. You know, it's gonna be hard for anybody to beat MJ as the GOAT in my mind. But the only person who can really lay a claim to it, in my opinion, is Kareem. Because Kareem won at all levels, just like Michael did, you know. And Kareem was very, very dominant. And obviously, he was the scoring champ for the longest. I know LeBron just became scoring champ, even though he's not a quote-unquote scorer. And everybody want to try to act like how that's so impressive. I mean, it's cool, but if you're playing 20 years and, you know, it's easier to score in the league now, defense has gone down, and everybody really just let you drive to the goal whenever you want to, and everybody just sitting up shooting 3-pointers and all this. Like, today's basketball is literally just a 5-on-5 3-point contest. Like, this is not the game of basketball anymore. It technically is the game of basketball, but not actually. And it kind of sucks, you know, especially growing up being taught basketball a different way. So we get into a lot of these debates. I debate people all the time on this. You know, it's good entertainment, because it really don't matter who we say the GOAT is anyway, you know. But like I say, in my opinion, MJ gonna always be the GOAT. That's why LeBron wore 23, because he wanted to be the GOAT. Anybody who wore number 23, you essentially trying to say, hey, I'm that dude. I'm about that action. And that means something when you wear number 23. Like, that put a target on your back, because everybody know that Jordan number. Not LeBron number, that's Jordan number. Number 23 is Jordan number. That's why the Miami Heat retired his number. Like, how is your competitor, your conference competitor, gonna retire your number? That lets you know how great you are. So, again, I don't want to hear the foolishness, the nonsense. The NBA is much, I ain't gonna say softer or weaker, but it's not as physical as it used to be. It's a different ball game. Everybody just shoot 1,000 3-pointers a game. Like, literally, y'all shooting, you know, it's 40 3-pointers each that both teams are shooting these days. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to go to the goal anymore. High percentage shots, all this here. You want to blame it on analytics. That's just laziness. Nobody wants to play defense. And also, they say all these new players are so much more skilled. Why in the world is free throw shooting so terrible? Why aren't the fundamentals in line if these dudes are so much skilled than the old guys? You know, y'all say, oh, they postmen and all this other kind of junk, but they knew how to play the game. And two-way players. You were supposed to play offense and defense, not just offense. Basketball is offense and defense. So you can't call yourself a great if you don't play defense. Like, that's just ridiculous. And LeBron never been a defensive player of the year, none of that kind of stuff. So it's like, if you ain't playing both ends, you can't really be no GOAT at all. So miss me with the fool in there, as I be saying with my kids, the fool in there. So miss me with all that. MJ the GOAT, he gonna always be the GOAT. You know, if anybody else, like I say, can stake a claim to the GOAT, it's Kareem. Now, Wilt and Bill, like, obviously Bill Russell played, there was only like, what, 10 teams in the league, something like that. So obviously there's a little asterisk on there, even though Bill Russell was the man. Mr. Russell, he was the man. So I'm not taking nothing away from him. And Wilt, he was just on a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? So, you know. But as far as like superior excellence and greatness, MJ. LeBron definitely been in the game longer. You know, he did his thing. Ain't taking nothing away from LeBron. I love LeBron, you know, and all that there, but he is just not the GOAT. And he would never be the GOAT. Because GOATs don't pout on the bench. Like how he pouting that game when he got mad at JR for making that turnover. LeBron had just literally made a turnover to play before. And you wasn't that mad at yourself for making that turnover, but you mad at JR like he cost you the game. You on the bench pouting and junk, even though the game still went to overtime and you had a chance to win it. So if you the GOAT, you supposed to be going out there and make sure, hey, we gonna leave from out of here with a win regardless. Not being at the end of the bench pouting because you're the best player of the team. When your teammates see you down there pouting, that hurts the whole doggone team. That's ridiculous. And GOATs don't do that. GOATs don't come up small in championship series. They don't do that, and LeBron has done that. If you stack up MJ's GOAT moments against LeBron GOAT moments, there's no competition. So if you want to talk about the stats, because LeBron done played 20 years and all that, yeah, you got me. He's a stat machine. And LeBron actually should have been the GOAT because his height his speed, his agility, if he really had that real deal dog in him, he would have been a GOAT for sure. Because he is definitely a specimen that has never been seen before in any kind of really sports period. Like LeBron definitely could have been that dude, but that's just not him. He's more of a Magic than a Michael. So, and that's really his comparison. LeBron needs to be compared to Magic Johnson. His game is closer to Magic's game, not Michael's game. So, anyway, that's my take on this. You got some junk you want to talk, it's whatever. If you like the content, hit your boy up on Cash App, Coach Boy Rio. Got the Venmo, Coach Boy Rio as well. PayPal, Coach Boy 228 on that one, if I ain't mistaken. But like I say, I'm gonna keep making these videos, doing my thing, getting this content up there. I appreciate y'all supporting me. Holla, MJ the GOAT, the real 23.